Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guide, and I'm out driving out to Calgary. I was just in Canmore, and I stopped at the Fire and Flower in Canmore, and I didn't get to find out where the Inner Spirit facility was. It was on Old Canmore Road, but I didn't find it. I just didn't have any battery with my phone. Anyways, I just want to talk about that facility, and yeah, this is just my opinion on Fire and Flower FAF. So yeah, please give me a thumbs up as well. This is just for education information. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about in this video. So my opinion on the facility is it's pretty good. I think it's somewhere around 2,000, maybe 2,500 square feet. It's not the biggest, but it's a pretty good size. The biggest dispensary so far that I've seen was the government one in Kamloops. That one's probably around 4,000 or 5,000 square feet, maybe. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe in the back of the shops probably makes it out to be that. Maybe the whole store is not that much, maybe like 35, or it's hard to say. But yeah, this one's probably around 2,000 or so square feet. The city cannabis ones I was at in Vancouver, that one's probably around 1,000 square feet. So I don't know, square feet for dispensaries is it's not the most important thing, but I mean, it's nice, I guess, if they got, it's kind of got a cool setup. There's these little wooden little chairs, just like small mini chairs, right, for in the display, and then they put Aurora's gel caps in. So they have the CBD gel caps, the indica, THC, sativa gels, and then they have a really nice display for med relief, and then they have everything you can pick for like $3.50. They have a little like heart thingy shapes, or something similar to that, and it's just on this board, and it says which products are. So I was asking the guy about Hexo, because I saw that they had Hexo, and I know that Hexo just got into Alberta. So but Hexo owns a minority in, like, they have a small position in Fire and Flower. So obviously maybe a little biased, but he was saying they got good product. He likes they have like a Maui Wowie strain, and then Northern Lights, it's like called Tsunami. So Northern Lights is a pretty good indica. I've tried it from Harvest One's United Greeneries, and then there's like a similar one with Broken Coast. It's a good indica strain, and they have the CBD oil there. So the good thing with Hexo is so Hexo is very big in Quebec, but now that there's more players coming into Quebec, that they can kind of expand across all over Canada. So they can get into Alberta, BC, Ontario, you know, just so they can ship their product all across. So, and then I saw Up Cannabis had a strain there too, but a lot of it was like Med Relief and Aurora's, and also there was some Emerald Health, Hash Plant, and some other strains, and then some Weed MD. I mean, pretty much any company, but I didn't see any THC Biomed stuff. I only saw really I didn't see any CanTrust product. What else did I see? It's hard to say, but oh yeah, there was a lot of canopy, like LBS and some other stuff. The guy was recommending to get this one strain because it's won the Leaf Fly Cup in 2016. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to let you guys know what it is in a legal dispensary in Canada. And Alberta is the #1 province for sales. So in a place such as Canmore, I think it's a very good place to have a dispensary. I think it's very, very hot. I think they have one in Banff. Well, I don't know if Fire and Flower does, but I think Inner Spirit does. Yeah, but places such as Banff, Canmore, Jasper, very good, because, you know, people come across from all countries, right? They come from Switzerland, they come from Germany, they come from Italy, they come from Japan, they come from Hawaii, they come from all over, right? And now that you can buy cannabis in these rec stores through legal stores, I think it's good for tourism sales. I think it's a really good place to have a dispensary. Obviously, the shop's going to be a lot more expensive than having it in some small town, right? But I don't know. Well, Trulief's got 31 stores, right? And they also like grow weed too. So it's not all their sales are from dispensaries. So it's really hard to quantify how much sales they really make from the dispensaries. But if you look at Meta had somewhere like, I think they have like 34 stores now, and they want to have over 40 before the end of the year. And the last quarter, they probably had around like 25 stores. So, and they had about like 17 million in sales, and I think it was like 15 or 16 million from the rec stores. So that quantifies that each store is doing somewhere around like 2 to 3 million per store. So it's just putting things in perspective, right? I mean, a lot of the retailers in Canada are kind of being neglected, and I mean, they're not really profitable yet. But you look at High Tide, you look at Fire and Flower, you look at Meta, I think they have huge potential to be like a lot of growth, you know, from the share price where they're at right now. They could easily go up like 2, 3, 4 times before the end of the year potentially. If they do some really good quarter, I know Meta's gonna be reporting at the end of is either October or November, or maybe it's December, I'm not sure, but it's at the end of the year, right? So it's anywhere from like somewhere around like November 1st to January 1st. So they're not going to be reporting for a while. But I think Fire and Flower will report, and they did 9.5 million last quarter. So I mean, yeah, they're still doing at a loss. All the Canadian retail are still at a loss. So until they start showing a profit, then I mean, yeah, there's going to be a little risk, right? Because we're getting into the next stage, and like these companies are getting, I mean the industry is just maturing. So you want to own a company that's making profits. So I've known that for quite a while, that things were changing, but it's also it helps if a company's growing their revenues. See, Afria, I do want to get some call options with Afria when it goes down to about like 750 Canadian. I'd like to probably get like a $9 strike, good till like December, because I can see Afria go to 15, 20 bucks before then. So I do, but I don't want to get it before it goes down that low. But even though, I mean, like I did that video when I talk about it was like a fake net income, and I still do believe, but you know, the thing with Afria is it's very highly held by institutions, and that Afria Diamond will be probably pretty impressive. I think when Hexo gets their you know, they have a 1.3 million square foot it's like in Ontario, center of excellence, and then they can, all the products from New Strike Up Cannabis and then their facility in Quebec will all get shipped there, and then they'll make like products like infused beverages and vapes and shatter or whatever the case, right? Or edibles. So they're gonna have like, and oils there, and gel capsules probably. So they're gonna have a really good lineup. Hexo's really trying to be aggressive, but they haven't really signified that they're a top 3-5 player yet, up until they get a deal with like big money, right? Where there's like a 200-500 million investment for like 5 or 10% of their business or something like that, right? That's when you're gonna start to see momentum where it can go up. Like I think their highest that's ever gone is like $10.50 or $11 Canadian. So I'd like to see them go to $20 for some reasons. I got some hip warrants, but I also got some Hexo calls. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video off. Again, I got my video where I'm gonna upload with mountain horn sheep. I think that's what they're called, or bighorn sheep. And I'm gonna upload that video on this channel maybe, and there's gonna be pictures on Twitter. So I'm looking forward to uploading that. It's gonna be cool. I mean, bighorn sheep, there's like 5 or 6 of them. It's pretty rad. Anyways, until next time, peace.